All right, we got the red light. Hopefully, we're in there. What is happening, Fishing friends? Welcome to another episode of Alive. I've been hit and miss. I apologize for the absences lately. Work has been past crazy. I was honestly just burnt out. For the past month, probably, I was like, I really don't even want to do videos. I am so burnt out with life and work has just been absolutely insane. So finally settling down, finally going to be getting some more content going. I just filmed a video today, so that'll be Monday, hopefully, as long as tomorrow I can get it edited. But more videos and stuff on the way. Spring is here, man. It's like always towards the inner I get the winter I get like cabin fever. I hate winter. I hate the Midwest. I don't know why the hell I live in Iowa, but yeah, anyway, so we got more stuff coming. I'm finally rejuvenated, revived. I've actually been doing a ton of like fish tank stuff. I went from one fish tank to with fudge stripe to a guppy tank over the last like 2 months. Two more 10 gallons that I set up all fancy with plants. The guppies actually have shrimp in it now, a couple little small 2.5 gallons with some red cherry shrimp, and it has been absolutely amazing. I love sitting and just like chilling out down here with the lights low, watching stuff in the tanks. I've always had fish since I was young. I've always had pets and stuff. Stubby better not be out there getting frisky with the pillow. The wife and kids went to my parents today, so yeah, so that's where I'm at. Dizzle, what the hell have you been up to, man? We don't get to talk much since you're a
Nothing.
Cornhusker fan. Oh, real quick, sorry. Mr. Usama Khan became a member, one of my Canadian brethren. I've still got your package of stuff and all the people here. I don't know how many things I've got to mail. I haven't even done giveaways. That's how unmotivated burnout I've been. I haven't even like been over here in this place for like a week. Haven't even touched this stuff. So all those will be out next week. I promise. If not, hold me to it. And I will give away everything that I've got here done. If I don't get all those giveaways next week, we're doing a live and it's just going to be giving everything away. But thank you to my members. Thank you to Osama Khan. He has been a guy, him and Frank have been awesome helping me with my fish tank stuff, my other kind of hobby I've been digging. And everybody else, all the other members, anybody that you see with a little sign by their name, thank you all for supporting me monthly. If you're not a member, I don't care. Anybody who comes in here, watches the video, supports the live, I appreciate the hell out of you guys. So, Dizzle, sorry for jumping in. What you got there, man?
No worries. Man, I just want to start off by saying, just like everybody else, I noticed the absence of the DEBO. So I was checking up on the guy, I made sure he's doing fine. We talked a little bit back and forth with text, and he talked over some things, I talked over some things, and we just made sure that we were both good because, at the end of the day, we're not just fishing buddies, we're real life buddies. Um,
I'm a
outside of
real boy with
I'm a real
feelings.
boy. Outside of that, man, the water is not safe for ice fishing out here. It's that gray, that gray color that's like, oh, I bet you if I flipped a nickel onto that, it's gonna break.
Dude, I don't even know. Yeah, I have been. This was the most excited I was to get out ice fishing for the past few years, and
Hmm.
the most up and down weather, unsafe. Like traveled, I went twice. I traveled actually 3 times. I traveled 3 hours to fish. Caught nothing but like little tiny stuff. One day I only caught like 4 fish. Went a couple more times, and I was just burnt out. Like work started getting over the past couple months. Work started getting crazy, and I was just like, hell with it. I'm done. I don't even want to go fish. So, but anyway, I'm feeling better.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's been like I don't have my real life fishing stuff here. And that's not something that I wanted to go back and grab and bring here
Right,
because
right.
not a whole lot of people were even saying that they were going out around here. But I got a tent. I bought a new heater. I bought my own Mr. Heater. That reminds me, I need to bring yours back, and you can give back to your old man. Thank
Yep,
you, Papa Debo, for
yep, yep.
allowing me to use that. Um, Tent, flasher. I got basically everything a boy needs to go out ice fishing. And I even bought a new little connector thing that you plug into a power drill and you plug your auger into that thing. And
Oh,
I haven't got to use anything. It's been 3 years since I went ice fishing, I think. Um, but I did, however, make it over to the old Shields today here.
Yeah,
and
give us a
brassy.
quick lowdown at your looks. Fishing Fix, I agree. Says looks like I need another dry erase board. Dude,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I have just been out of sorts, so I promise I'll get that done. Then Randall, you have to answer this question. Oh, I hear the Stubby train running down here. I hear you, Mr. Stubbs dog. You want to say hi to everybody? How are you, Mr. Stubby dog? What are you doing up there? Trying to get in the
Jeez.
trash? You little trash dog. So what'd
He's
you
like,
get?
I
What'd you
didn't
pick up?
well, it was, I don't know if it was like special 6 cents day at the Shields or not, but they had a ton of 6 cent stuff. This is just a, let me see how I can get a non-reflection going here. This is just a underspin, nothing too crazy. What else? Oh, second underspin. Again, nothing too
Bluegill.
crazy. Beluga. There we
Yep, I
go.
like it. I like those. And
Um,
those have for underspins. If you're looking for an underspin that you like to pop and pull, like I know they don't work great in like slimy, grassy stuff, but if it's one that you're knocking through grass and stuff, and I just froze, piece. Anyway, those have a
here.
screw on, so I'm gonna jump out. I'll be right back.
Yep, yep. I just pulled one of these out. This is a 1/4 ounce, and it is, I think, like a sexy shad type of color. Yeah, there's your screw lock. Oh, here we go. Your screw lock, sexy shad color. I got a couple of those. I picked up also sexy. I don't need to put my hand up behind it. A couple of sexy shed swim bait jig heads. And probably the thing that I'm most excited about were these.
Yeah, is that what the World Flash?
They
Whatever they
are
call
the
them?
Shimano. What
The
are they?
Flash Boost. That's what it is. Flash Boost. Yeah, those are
The
cool.
Flash Boost. These are the ones. I'm going to take one of these out of here so you can
I've got the
actually see.
popper. That's all I've got.
Can you hear me? Can I hear
Yeah,
you?
can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me.
Can anybody else hear Debo?
Oh.
Chat, can we hear Debo? Chat. I'm looking at you.
We'll see.
Yes, you can hear. Dang it, I can't hear you. Well, I'm just gonna keep talking then, and it don't matter.
Okay, let me leave and come back.
I'll try to fix my stuff here on my side. This is the Flash. You see, it's got this like holographic kind of little metallic thing in there that flashes and flickers. I'm
Hear,
pretty excited about this.
hear me now.
Debo, let me try jumping out and I'll try jumping back in. Cool?
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
We'll be back.
Okay. So now, speaking of 6 cents, I didn't have a giveaway ready. I'm like, I'm probably not going to do a giveaway tonight because I've got 8 million I already got to do. But Randy's like, yeah, I got some new 6 cent stuff. I had a whole huge box of 6 cent stuff I found a while back that I didn't even fish. That's what the giveaway is going to be tonight. It's going to be kind of one grand prize we're doing. So 6 cents has good stuff. I have nothing against them. I've got a box of it. Like I said, I've got too much stuff. I need to start giving some of this stuff away. 3/8 inch Divine. This is the white and purple flash deal going on. Stubby, be professional. We're on camera. So that one we've got. Now this one I'm not giving away, but this dark water bug, if you're looking for a good color in the stroker craw, hopefully Dizzle can hear us. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. I think that was on my end.
Right.
I also turned off my Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay.
So I forgot
So
to
this
do that.
it's like a black purple with like a blue flake. If you're a purple nut like me, this dark water bug is probably my favorite flipping color that they've got. We are going to get into questions. So I did post a question on the community tab. Tonight's going to be all sorts of questions. We're going to get into it. But anyway, the giveaway. So you don't get this one. I like that one. I just want to show you the color. The Divine Swim Bait. We've got a Snatch 70X in chrome thread fin. Good
Nice.
color. We've got Philip Cheek. I saw him in here. He'll want to win this one. There's a bunch of Lipless in here. And I don't know the difference between all these. The Snatch, here's the Quake. So that's in the something shad. I don't know, something shad with the scales. I like their scales. I wish I could find some of those holographic scales that come off. It's like a sticker. Those are sick. I'd like to get some of those for my crankbaits. Somebody asked me if I'm going to have any cranks up soon. I will have some cranks up soon. Again, I haven't done anything. I haven't done any painting. I've just been doing other stuff, trying to get back in the swing of life. So Sunfish Scream. I really like this color. I almost debated not putting that in, but it's a cool color. Somebody like that one. I've got a spring color for you. Again, a Quake 70 in, I don't know, it doesn't say. Oh, Tiger Craw. So your orangish, yellow, red. I love
Mm-hmm.
it's got like the eyes that do it, has those kind of holographic cool
So
eyes.
I missed it. Who's the maker on those?
These are all 6 cents.
Oh, nice.
Yes. The
Ooh.
Axis, the 2.0. So that's the one with the metal blade. It's got like the chatterbait blade in front. It kind of kicks.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a very hunty action bait. Not at all what I thought it would be. And it's the 4K shad, which is my favorite in the Provoke. Their jerkbait. I love their jerkbait, the Provoke. I wanted to throw another one in for you for spring. This is the boiled crawfish. The red, orange, and it's a flat side. So it's a little bit bigger flat side. Good for that cold water. I've got some of the Divine Swimbaits. I like these a lot too. This smaller, I think there's like a 3 I don't remember if the 3.8 is the one I like. This is the Sexified Shad, sexy shad color. Awesome on the back of a chatterbait. I don't care what people say. People will still try to tell you that they're not supposed to go on there, but I disagree. Stroker Craw and the Ox Blood for your flipping and
Mm-hmm.
pitching needs, 3.3 inch. And last up, another flat side for your spring fishing, Candy Citrus Shad. So that will be the giveaway tonight. Hopefully that'll be a good one.
Dude, they
Okay.
came out with some extreme matte colors. I don't know if you saw those or had any included in there, but
I've got a sick. It was when the Axis first came out. Somebody sent me, gosh, I don't even remember who it was, but they sent me a sick, what was it? A sick, I don't remember what matte color. I'm trying to think, but it was a sick matte color that somebody sent me. Yeah, they've got some really cool ones.
yeah, I noticed they had a bunch of them over at the Shields today, and I was just like,
Oh yeah, for
holy
question.
cow, that some of those look really sick. I had a couple in hand and ended up putting them back just because I want to say they were 10 or 11 bucks each. Um, Real quick though, somebody did ask about the new Googie baits.
Gramps, I do. So I don't know if Gramps was telling me to stop giving my stuff away. I don't know. Maybe he's talking to somebody else, but he said, "Hello, you guys, quit buying new stuff to donate." This I didn't plan on donating it. I've just through the years I've got more stuff than I can fish, and I'm just trying to do some fun giveaways and help out. But Gramps, yes, hit me up. I would be happy to donate some lures. Send a big box to you for veterans. Absolutely, huge thanks to the veterans. Always appreciate the hell out of you guys and gals. Eliza, I don't know where your comment was back before. You
Sorry.
done there, Scratchy,
Yeah, I'm
Crackly
done.
McGee?
I'm
Good
done.
Lord.
Sorry. Jeez, leave me alone.
Liza, she said, I prefer my Daiwa ST. I don't know. She was talking to somebody else. But Liza said the Arc Gravity Reels. Eliza, I finally did pick one up. And I am pretty surprised by the smoothness of said reel. I haven't got to fish it yet or anything because it's cold as balls out here. But I do like the reel. It feels good in hand. Kind of reminds me of a Shimano. Okay, what else we got? What were you going to say, Randall? Sorry,
I
you
was I was
distracted me
gonna
with your
I was
crunching.
gonna answer the question of the new Googan baits.
Oh yes, I had that one up. I have no idea what they've got out new. I know you probably got your sponsor box from them. So what they send you?
I don't have a sponsor box, but
We all know you're sponsored by the Googies. Googie Dizzle.
they have I think three new. I'm looking at it here. Three new plastics. One being a slizzard lizard, so it looks like just any type of
Slizzard?
lizard. Yeah, just any type of regular lizard that you'd ever seen before. Just looks basic. Nothing too crazy about it. It's pretty textured. The body almost looks like it's segmented, but it's not. They have something called a doob tube.
A what?
A doob tube. It is, I guess, supposed to be some
Oh
sort of
lordy.
tube jig type of thing. I don't know.
Hmm.
They have a love grub, which is basically a trailer for like a jig trailer. It's got the flappy, kicky feet on it. It again looks kind of basic. The one thing that I do like the action of, and Debo, you might want to look this one up. It's called the Happy Trailer.
The happy trailer.
Happy trailer. So it looks like the front half of the body kind of looks like your regular swim bait, and then you almost get like a
Oh,
extreme
that's kind of cool.
jointed kind of back half with a little forked tail. I don't know how I like the forked tail on it, but
Hmm.
out of any of them, that one actually kind of looks
Let me
pretty
share here
decent.
quick. Yeah, that's actually kind of cool. It reminds me of like a Zacho mixed with the old school
Hmm.
um, Lake Fork Magic Shad or whatever it is that has those
Yeah,
segments. Kind of. Yeah, that's interesting. That's kind of cool.
yeah, yeah. That one doesn't look too bad. Like I said, I don't really have any interest in the doob tube just because that just looks like a little tube jig. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to be. The lizard, I've fished a lizard like maybe once or twice in my life, and that's about it. And then I don't know, I would
Hmm.
take a look at the love grub, but I don't think that it would be anything special or that would, take my money over anything else.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. I've got enough trailers right now. I'm gonna throw that Berkeley Power Stinger, that new one a little bit more. Uh-oh, Stubby's whining. He gets so
Uh,
pissed off when I'm on the lives. He's gonna go over and, hey, Pillow, how you doing tonight?
hey, Pello, what brings you around these parts?
Oh, we got to do this, or Randy gets all mad if he's
Oh my
not
God.
visible. Okay. Oh, let's get to questions. All right,
Let's
enough of
look
this
for questions.
BS
Come on
back
now.
and forth. Yeah, and Dizzle's just making enough noise as he can over there. All right, so I've pinged a few, or I've starred a few here. Let's see what we got. What up, Devo? Lots of people saying hello. Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm sorry. I'm already behind on comments. Go figure. What do we have? Gramps. You SOB. I can't unsee it once I've done seen it. What's that? Heading no. Okay. Let's get to some of the ones that I've actually got saved here. All right.
Yeah,
And we'll
dude,
get to
let's
some
do
more
that.
questions. So, Patrick, Debo, if you only get 3 lures to fish all year, and Patrick, I did see this one in the community post I posted today on the YouTube community deal, and he said this was his question: if you only get 3 lures to fish all year, what are they? And he said something along the lines of, "I know us tackle nerds cringe at anything where we have to limit tackle." I actually chuckled out loud on that one. If I could only fish 3 lures all year, I'm going to go for fun. What the hell? I found a random Spro flapping frog leg that was on my lap somehow. I don't know where the hell that came from. Must have stuck to the bag. Frog for sure for fun. It works really well around here in the Midwest around grass, and I just love to fish it. I would probably have to say a chatterbait as my search bait. I know I should say spinnerbait, but with all the grass and stuff, chatterbait has been more used. 3, I think I would probably say it would be between like a little Texas rig, like with a little 1/4 ounce weight, or a Ned rig, I think would be my third for like a bottom. Dizzle, what would
Oh,
yours be? I'd throw a top jig, floating jig, I'd throw a middle jig, and I'd throw a dragon jig. And get that
that's
mustard.
that was four. No, I'm gonna say obviously a jig. Um, God, it's a jig, and this is where I really kind of get um torn because I want a top water, probably a frog, but I'm just waiting for those Larry Dahlbergs and Chapos and things like that to make their comeback. Because like we've
That's
said,
a
it's
fun
it's
one.
all kind of cyclical. Everything just kind of comes and goes, time after time. So I'm gonna go jig, frog, and I'm probably gonna go with a regular spin bait. I almost said underspin.
Lost in Tackle said, "How do you get the kids to bed before 7:30?" NyQuil mixed with Benadryl. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that. They're actually not here right now. So the wife took them down to see my mom today. They were hanging out. I don't know, doing some crafty artsy fartsy stuff that the girls like. But usually their bedtime is like 8:30ish Central Time here. They're pretty good at it. The only thing is like fighting when they brush their teeth. I don't know what the hell the deal is, but of course we can't share a bathroom and brush our teeth at the same time. There's always a fight that ensues. But bedtime, thank goodness, is not like I know some parents have an absolute horrible like time getting their kids to go to bed. Ours are pretty good. Just the damn brushing the teeth fight. Some good.
There is a lot of good options that are coming
I was
up here.
just saying, there's a lot of
Square
good picks out
bills,
here.
Ned rigs. What did I just see up here? Wacky rig.
Wacky. All right, here we go. Tracks. He said, okay, guys, the best way to work a jig. I'm just gonna let Dizzle take this one. Dizzle, what is your biggest jig tip? Just give us that. What is your biggest tip to catch more fish on a jig?
Don't handcuff yourself into fishing it one way. Realistically, you do the pop, you can do the crawl, you can do a big pop, you can do a bunch of little pops, you can almost kind of swim it. There's so many different options that you can choose from when it comes to jig fishing that, there's not one right answer. There's not one correct answer. Really, you just got to try a little bit of everything. If you're not getting any hits on just like, your regular good old fashioned, good old fashioned pops, your big pops, your little pops, do like a small, like just jerk across the bottom or a drag or something like that, or really just let it sit there and wait until something bites it. There's no one good. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you?
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
yes,
can you
just
hear
making
me?
Sure. Good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
There's no one good answer to that question. You just gotta try everything and don't ever handcuff yourself to one option or one
Be
method.
versatile. I agree. I'm trying to ping those good questions I'm getting in here too. Let's see. Tracks, thank you for the question. Our guy Brennan, this or that, lipless or chatterbait?
Sorry, Debo. Do we have a time of the year or anything?
No. Mainly, I'm going to throw a chatterbait because I can slow roll a chatterbait if it's cold. Of course, spring, yeah, like Dizzle's saying, spring and fall, especially spring, we get on like a 2-week solid lipless bite where it absolutely just crushes. But if I only had to pick one, I'd say chatterbait.
Yeah, I would probably go chatterbait. I mean, the lipless works and it works often. You can fish it a bunch of different ways. It comes through grass, I think, a lot better than a chatterbait does. You don't have to worry necessarily about that blade getting all gunked up with weeds and grass. You just have to worry about your hooks mostly with a lipless. So I'm still going to go chatterbait.
Okay. Jonah, do you guys crappie fish? I do crappie fish, not a ton. Dad does like to do it. I know, gosh, was that last fall we talked about going and targeting perch? What the hell? I froze again, dude.
What is going on?
I don't have anything else up. I don't know if I should have restarted.
Do you need a Wi-Fi or a Wi-Fi reset or?
No, I don't know if it's my stupid computer or what. What's the deal? I'll be right back.
I'm just looking through some comments here. What's one that I did see? I did see somebody asking Debo the best way to asking Debo the best way to fish a spinnerbait.
Yeah. Can you hear me now again?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I should have. I noticed my wife uses it for like some work stuff, Citrix, and Citrix is like spinning in the background. And I've tried to close it and it wouldn't, so I should have restarted before. So I don't know if that's
shut it down.
Yeah, wife, stay off my fishing computer. This isn't a family computer.
I do my internet research on here.
Yeah. But otherwise, yeah, I don't specifically go out and target it enough. But it's fun. I mean, I don't have anything against it. It's just not my first like go-to. I'm not huge on like I know exactly where crappie are always going to be. Find a brush pile with them stacked, and that's about as good as I get with crappie. Or find them up shallow when they're spawning before bass in the spring, and that's about it. But yeah, and they're delicious.
I was going to say there's about a 5-year period when me, old Johnny, and his dad used to go on a fall crappie trip. We went to a few different places. I think the last one we went to was Rathbun. in southern Iowa. That is probably one of the scarier lakes I've been on.
That's a big one too. That's huge.
It's
Well, for
yeah,
around
it's
here.
super wide across. And I remember the first night we got there, it was late. We stayed at a B&B, and when we woke up in the morning, there was snow on the boat, and we went out, and there were white cap rollers, and we're just trying to blaze it across the open body. And old Johnny just got us up on plane, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I did not bring enough clothes to be out here fishing in this, but crappie fishing's always been fun.
I just closed Citrix through Task Manager. Somebody just recommended that. I didn't even think of that. So hopefully that'll help. I don't know what the hell's going on. Anti-alarmware? What the hell is that even?
Oh man,
I even know
the wife
what
was
that means.
using some.
Okay, fishing tips on fishing a spinnerbait. Yes. Okay, so number one, get as close to stuff as you can. So when I was younger, standing timber and stuff, brush piles, anything, try to get as close as you can. If you're fishing rocks, like if you're bank fishing and parallel casting, if the bank is if the bank is here and I'm casting here and bringing it this way parallel to it, try to hit rocks, dock piling, like anything you can, get it to hit and kind of flutter. That's my second tip too, is if you don't have stuff, don't just throw it out and steady reel it. Sometimes that works, but I'll pop it, I'll stop it for a second, drop it. You didn't expect that, did you? Let it flutter, just let it kind of dive down. You can raise your rod tip. You can pop it like you're fishing a swim jig. Put some sort of action into it. I would say I do that more than just throwing it out and slowly reeling it. So hit stuff, make it do stuff, try to get fish to react to it more.
Look for those laydowns, those trees. Look for the crotch of the tree.
Fine
Debo
wood,
loves the crotch.
Pitch to wood.
Always loving the crotch.
I do love me some crotch. Usama Khan, what are the top 3 combos you take to the bank? I would say a broken record, 7-foot-ish, medium heavy, rated for lures up to an ounce is my biggest go-to. Depending on where I'm fishing, it would either be like a heavy, like a frog one, or for pitching and flipping around heavier stuff, or thicker stuff, I should say. Or that one could be like a medium that I could use for like top waters with mono on it, top waters, crankbaits, smaller square bills and stuff. Kind of my finessier, I shouldn't even say finessier, kind of all around crankbait. And then third would be a spinning rod, 7-foot medium spinning rod for throwing Ned rigs, wacky rigs, that kind of stuff.
Crank and Bass at 803 has 2 this or that's, one individualized for each of us.
Okay, this or that. Gander or thermal printer. Dude,
one's for you.
It's really hard to give that one up. I would say Gander in its prime, though my pocketbook doesn't like it. Dude, it was so much fun going in there, especially when they just didn't give a damn.
Gander in its going out of business prime, not like a real prime.
Dude, I was like the third time in, there was this girl that knew me just literally just from coming in there, and she was just like beeping stuff and talking to me. And, like there was things that were like I don't know what you call it, like zip tie kind of together. So it was like 6 cranks together or 10 cranks together. I mean, like she hit the buoy out of Liplesses, and there's probably like 8 of them, just did it one for like $1. Like they just didn't care at the end of it.
It was like the entire peg's worth of baits on there, zip tied all together. Man.
Yep. Okay, Dizzle, this or that, mended or utility kill?
Well, I gotta ask you first, Debo. Has the thermal printer caught up to the savings that Gander provided?
Oh, easily, definitely.
Really?
No. I spent
was
probably
gonna say
$10,000 at Gander when it was going out of business.
But how much would it have costed had you actually spent that money there?
That's exactly it. That's the real question. So.
Stubby came in real frisky just then.
Saying. The wife and girls got home. He had his little chew cookie thing. So let's see what else.
I'm going utility kilt, FYI. Just because I kind of really want one. I just don't know how they fit, man. Come on. How does anybody know that kind of thing? And there's no place around here I can go and buy one that has them on the shelf. I want to put my hands on a utility kilt before I buy one. But I love myself some mended too.
Here's so this or that air fryer or any other means of cooking, dude. I feel bad because I gave my wife so much SHAT about that thing when she wanted one, and I use that thing almost exclusively now. It's so nice. Like you can get stuff crispy and it's quick, and
You can
I
say
love it.
shat, right? You can say that
Yeah,
because
probably. I
it's
don't know. I
not
didn't even think
the
about
IT. Just saying. Um, let's see.
it. Let's see. So critical. I had one where I literally just had one here, and we'll just do this one. I just pinged it, but what baits and colors for early spring? Asked Chris. So, like I just said, a lipless is definitely one. I've had multiple years where that's been my first catches on a lipless. And surprisingly enough, Nate, man, I need to hit Nate up. I haven't talked to him in forever, but um, we went out one year and I know we were fishing him a mud line, fishing him a lot faster than I thought we should have been for how cold it was. And we crushed him. So lipless is definitely up there. Slow roll and a spinnerbait is great, especially as it gets toward that spawn and stuff. They move up shallower. I'm not a blade bait guy. A lot of people still like to throw those. Definitely like a suspending jerk bait is a big one in spring. Then like a Ned rig or a jig. It's hard to go wrong if you have those rigged up. Let's see. Osama Khan, that's a good one. So you're gonna see those in my unboxing Monday. Spoiler alert. But any success on the new Hellraiser by Z-Man? So he confirms exactly what I thought. The very first, if you guys remember talking about at iCast with that thing, I thought for sure that's what it was going to be, was a pike crusher. So, and I'm good with that. Pike topwater, I will stand by that it's just as fun as bass fishing. Pike topwater is a freaking blast. So I haven't got to throw them yet, but I did grab a few. I remember a while back, a month or so ago, I was going to talk about it. I can't remember where the hell I put them. I found them. So let's see. Still haven't gotten to catch my first. Still haven't gotten to catch my first. His first crotch fish. Keep trying, man. Keep trying. It takes a while to master the crotch fishing.
Dude, sorry. I just real quick, I got a notification on my phone that the fine people of Montana shut down their airspace because of the third unidentified flying object spotted.
Interesting.
What? Sorry, anyway.
Any new combos you're going to be throwing this year? I picked up a Jenko DCVR swimbait rod. I've not heard of that. And we'll have a Daiwa Tatula 200 on the way real soon. I love the Tatula 200, 100, 150, and 200 are all absolutely awesome reels. Any new combos? I did pick up that arc reel that I was saying earlier. I did get the new reel from Kistler. I got a new reel from Abu. Those are the new
Really?
ones.
Spinning or
Yeah,
casting?
casting. Yeah, some of their new one of
Really?
their new line. Actually, a couple of them. I did get that other one I showed you guys. This one, oh no, it's not on that rod. It's on another one. I've got a Berkeley unboxing coming up soon from when I got hit the 50% off sale deal. Otherwise, any other reels? I'm trying to think. I think that's about it. I know there's supposed to be a new SLX coming out. I would like to get that one and try it out. That's about it. What else?
I still need to get a different rod for my Daiwa reel that I'm going to use for, well, I just need to get a different rod in general because I think I'm going to use my Intenza for jig fishing rod with the Daiwa reel on there. And then, like I said, a couple lives ago, we talked about spinning reels or spinning combos. I want to get like I want to get a big boy spinning combo.
That's another new one that I got. I showed that. I don't think I did a video on it, did I? The Shimano Miravel. I got that one. That was probably the newest. It's not too bad. It's like 120 or something, I think. It's a sweet little reel. What are you going to get? Do you have anything in mind for your big boy spinning setup?
No, I have no clue. I wanted to pick your brain and see what you thought for, the entire combo type of deal. I probably don't want to look for a pre-built combo, just because there's nothing wrong with a pre-built combo. But if I'm going for like a big boy grown up, those are terrible phrases to use. But if I'm going for like a nicer, higher end, I guess, setup, I don't think I don't think it's in the books for a already pre-built combo. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's some. I'm sure there's some pre-built. Like if you're looking to get, something a little bit more high end, I'm sure they do. I'm trying to think, but usually I would rather mix and match most all of the time. I think you can find better separate deals. But that's just me. Tennessee Bassmaster, have you ever tried any X-Pride rods? The bees are awesome. I own the 7.6 extra heavy and still really light. I don't have any of the new ones. I've got the old one that's a heavy 7.4 heavy, I want to say. Flipping and pitching, loved it. It's a super nice rod. Yeah. That's the only one I own of the X-Prides. But yeah, it's a nice rod. Let's see. I'm just going through trying to star some deals here. Open package, grab spider, tossing garbage can. I'm with you on that one. I'm not a fan of the spider. Oh gosh, this is a big one around here, Matthew. Rather deal with geese or snapping turtles? Man, I would say snapping turtles because they're cool old prehistoric creatures, and I figure if I catch one that bites a finger off, I'm sure I'll get 10 million views on YouTube. So, sure. Geese are pricks though, and they poop all over everything. It's horrific to walk around the.
Like it's horrible. There's no way around it whatsoever. It's like trying to walk around, like in a forest of walnut trees and not step or roll your ankle on a walnut.
Yeah. Good luck. Bassel's Chap, what's the best way to fish the lunker hunt spider? That was Liza's response. I second that. I stand behind her on that one. Let's see. Okay, so I'm back up to a lot of the old stuff, so I'm going to go back down. I have to go. All right, here we go. Geese grease. Yeah, some of them are. There's this one place we fish where there's a raccoon that lives there, and every year you can tell when it's had a bad night of eating like Taco Bell because that poor little guy is struggling. Let's see. I do have one. Actually, Randy, I've got an Okuma Psycha stick for you still. Really? I got one toward the end of last year. Yeah, remember I said I had one and I never gave it to you? Oh, that's because you live in Nebraska now and you're a Husker fan. So I'll basically give it to anybody but you now. So I'm kidding. You can still have it. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going back up through a lot of people saying the mix and match it stuff. Yeah.
Somebody was asking about lines. Where did that go? Catfish at 803. I'm way behind you. Do you guys prefer braid over fluorocarbon and mono?
It depends. Like, I honestly am not a big braid guy. I use it on all my spinning combos. As I just said, I'm not a big braid guy. I use it on all my spinning combos. Braid to a leader on spinning, I love because it's a smaller line, super sensitive for that finesse stuff. But as far as like casting combos, I really only use it for frogs. I don't really like it for topwater. I would rather use a mono most of the time.
Straight braided frog is pretty much the only time I'm using a straight. I've changed my ways over this winter time, Devo. I'm no longer going to go a straight braid while fishing everything that I fish. My spinning combos. I've got my spinning combo currently set up with 10 pound braid, and I've been working on my knots, and I've been cursing everything that I can curse while I'm working on my knots because they are pissing me off. But yeah. I just don't. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish.
I was just gonna say there's just something about me being. I would do so much better if I was in person with somebody that could walk me step by step going through how to tie a knot versus trying to tie a knot, having my hands full, trying to pause the video and rewind it to get back to where I need to.
You have to use your toes to pause it and unpause it.
Yeah. Ooh.
I'm a thinker. Not as dumb as I look. SD just got Bass Forecast app. Anyone have good luck with it when I've followed their preferred times, no bites? Yeah, I found it to be really hit and miss. We've had days where we've crushed it when it's like a 3-day, and days where we go out where it's like a 10, excellent. We haven't had the best luck, but I use it and I actually like it for having sun up, sunrise, moon phase, and your bite window. I forget what they call that. What do they call that?
What was it? The
muskie. Anyway,
was it the highs and lows?
What is it? The bite window where you've got the min and max bite window. I can't even think what they call that.
I think it was just the min and max, wasn't it?
It's no, it's called something. Somebody will put it in here real quick.
Did you have the Bass Forecast and I had a different one? Because
I have Bass Forecast. I'm not sure what yours is.
Yeah, I don't remember what mine is, but the crazy thing is there was a lot of times where one would say super awesome, amazing, and the other would be like, hey, not so much today, bud. And I don't know. There's just like anything else. I don't like to listen to what what logic says sometimes when I do things. So I'm just gonna go and do what I want to when I want to, regardless of, it's going to be a great day fishing or it's going to be a poor day fishing or cloud cover and it turns out to be bluebird skies. And
there's always, I agree with Nick. I mean, you can use it as a loose rule, but I'm not one of those people that tries to time like good days and only go out on that. If I can go, I can go. Like I only have limited times and days that I can actually get out. My thought process is there's always fish in the lake. There's always fish that have to eat. And the fish don't all eat at the same time. It's not like light turns on and everything eats. Of course, there's times like, Matthew said, there's the golden hours, sunrise, sunset in the summer tends to be when fish are more active. But, once the sun comes up, they're going to be pushing either deeper or pushing closer to stuff, to find cover and something to get up on. So oftentimes we'll get on, a good drop off or something where we find a good Ned rig or jig bite, flipping and pitching a Texas rig, when they're up under brush or, tuck tight to brush. So there's always ways to, it's just getting them to bite is my thing. So yeah, go when you can. I did see that. Andrew, I did see they have a sale. I haven't looked at anything yet though. I haven't bought any new tackle for probably close to a month. All the reels and stuff I bought. The Kistler reel might have been the last one that I got. But as far as that, I haven't been getting orders. I haven't, like I said, I've just been fishing, just took a back seat to everything. But yeah, and I have a link down below. Of course, I am partnered up with Tackle Warehouse, so if you guys use that, I do get a kickback. If not, go check out Omnia, American Legacy. Use Gramps' code American Legacy. Use Rich, Hellabass, Serious Angler, Punch Fishing. I know I'm probably forgetting people. One of those guys over at Omnia. I shop at all of them. I know I work with Tackle Warehouse, but I'm not just going to tell you guys only shop there. Shop where you can find deals and what you want. Anyway, sorry, Dizzle.
No, I was going to say, did you see Nick's most recent, what are they on Instagram? What are they called? Reels? With his jigs that he had. God, you would probably need to check that one out. It was a pretty black, blue, and purple.
Oh, I'm in. Mike said casting rods are very underrated. Yeah, I like casting rods. The chatterbait rod of theirs, the Icon was the first one I got. Liked it a lot. Took me a while to get used to their, I think they're Kevlar wrapped is what they're called, but it feels almost like a basket, weave kind of on it. And at first I was like, this sucks. I don't like it. As I used them more, I did like it. I got another jerkbait rod. I also use it for smaller cranks, but I saw they came out with an affordable, I guess they call it their budget rod, but I think it's still like $119 or something. I'll bring it up here and show y'all real quick. But that is one that I want to look at and pick up. If I can figure out why. Oh, there we go. My screens were hidden. Tackling of the warehouses. Where are you? And it's Court. What? Not available. What the hell is going on with my internet? Am I frozen?
You're not available.
You're available for things.
You get available on stuff.
I'm not available. I am. Oh my gosh. Well, it's not coming up right now. I must have broke Tackle Warehouse. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, Cashin does have a new rod. It's got like a cork handle. It doesn't have the Kevlar wraps, but it still looks kind of neat. Thomas, yeah, I love TFO. TFO's good people. I've had them on the show before. I picked up a few of their rods. I want to pick up. I know they have like a higher end one that came out. Bass Geek was telling me about that. I need to call him. I haven't talked to that old dog in a minute. But yeah, I like TFO a lot. Good people over there. What's your favorite jig rod? Oh my God, Clint and Dizzle, both you guys need to get lost. Go Big Red! Oh, Nebraska's so good. We love Nebraska.
I never even said I make fun of them all the time.
You do not. You don't even try with that bull crap.
It's disgusting out here, man.
Oh,
like
Dizzle. The other day, Dizzle was in town for a little bit because he had to. I don't remember. Do something, and guess what he has? He's got a freaking Nebraska sticker on his truck now. Oh, I lived out there for a little bit. I'm a Husker fan. Anyway, favorite jig rod. I actually really like the Dobbins that I was using at the end of last year. It's not an affordable rod. It's the Champion. It's whatever the black and orange one is. I think it's like a $300 rod. But I got those on that big. Yeah, I got it on that big, huge sale where you could buy the used stuff plus the whatever Dobbins sale that American Legacy had. So I got it for almost half that, I think, once I used the codes or whatever. But the Champion XP, if you're looking for kind of a middle ground, the black and blue one, I think it's like a $200 rod. And then if you find it on sale, awesome. But that is a really good one too. That's the most recent one. So I'm going to say that. Dizzle, you digging the Intensa still as your jig rod?
I'm still digging the Intensa. It's I think it's 7.3 heavy, fast action, something like that. I love it. It's real nice that power's there. I always love that feeling of just that violent hook set.
I agree. Rich G, I appreciate that, brother. 265. We're up to 282 people watching now. 90 likes. Yeah. Show me a like if you like it. Thumbs down if you don't like me. Don't watch me again. That's fine. I'm not everybody's flavor. A lot of people I'm too handsome for and too smart. They can't handle it. No, I'm kidding. Hey, we like to have fun here. Like to talk fishing. But yeah, give me a thumbs up. It doesn't cost anything. It helps support old Debo.
I reported you. Does that show up?
I don't know. It doesn't. Oh, here, let me ban you. Put you with the rest of those Husker nerds. Herons. God. Yeah, herons are funny too. Y'all saw my bloopers video. I half hooked one. Thank God it came off. I didn't want to mess with any of that. Let's see. I had awesome. a couple starred. I don't know how long ago these were. Oh, whoops, we got that one. I think the last one I had was Patrick. What's your biggest fishing flaw? I have favorite techniques and stay with them, even if they're not working. Yeah, so grinding something you like to throw or you think should work and it doesn't. That's a big one. A lot of people are guilty of that, and they don't admit it. Oh, yeah, the conditions weren't right today. You know, this should have worked. No, clearly they weren't if you didn't catch anything on them. You were too stubborn to switch. That's a big one. I would say sometimes I get a little spun out. It's kind of a spin-off of that. Like, I've got the day planned. I think they should be hitting X, Y, and Z. Dude, I know I'm going to kill them on this today. I've had days in the past where this has been the deal. You get out there and then those don't work. Then I kind of get spun out. Sometimes I'll go to a couple different baits that I think, okay, these should probably work. And I'm still not catching fish. So then I'm like, okay, are they not here? Am I throwing the wrong thing? Am I throwing the wrong color? Sometimes I'll get in my own head. And like Nick said, sometimes you just got to go out and fish because there will be feeding windows. Like, I'm not saying only pay attention to that, but there's days I've been out fishing for 7 hours. And then the last hour of the day, I've caught 30 fish. Like, it's just an absolute onslaught. So I would say just knowing that there's fish there, keep fishing. Don't get in your own head too much. How about you, Dizzle?
Yeah, I was going to say one of my big things is just getting so locked in on, oh my God, I just had a bite here. You've said this a bunch before where I'll stand on a point or something like that and toss a jig in the same 15-foot diameter span and just trying for that one fish that hit a minute ago. You know what I mean? And I would say hands down, that's my biggest thing, and not moving away from that spot, just kind of being stuck on that one area and not exploring others.
Yep. Yeah, staying in one spot too long, Gator. Yeah, I am, especially if I get a frog blow up I could park there all day, even if I don't catch anything. I know that next cast
Yeah, he
there's a fish
can.
there.
He does. He will. It happens.
Sorry, Dizzle. First time catching your live, headed to work, great and down to earth. Keep it up, dude. That is the best compliment. I still think, God, I don't remember. Was that a YouTube? It might have been a subscriber on one of the things. I don't remember. But anyway, like the best compliment I've ever got is Debo seems like such a nice guy. I'd like to crack a brew with him, sit around the campfire and talk fishing. I'm like, yes, that is exactly what I want.
Talk fishing and fake beards.
He's stupid. He's got a fake beard.
And he makes up words all the time. Squibbly dobbledy doo.
I do that quite a bit. Muskrats or snakes, Randall Pink Floyd, another good supporter, are my fishing kryptonite. Yeah, I like snakes. I used to own, let's say, I think I had 6 snakes at one time.
My thing is, muskrats, they usually skedaddle too quick for me to be worried about them. It's like the snakes, like you don't see them hardly ever because they're way down yonder in the deep, and you walk up on them, and all of a sudden you just see like the tall grass scurry away, and when it lasts way longer than what it should last, you're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and back up now.
I would say otters. If we're talking about what's your worst thing out to sea, I don't really care about snapping turtles. Usually can just kind of move and they'll do their thing. Muskrats, I don't really care about. Beavers can be kind of, especially when they slam their tail and scare the hell out of you. But oh god, if you see an otter, kiss it goodbye. Don't even waste your time there.
When otters do their thing, it's you gotta, play the funeral march song and kind of kiss that spot goodbye. But yeah, at the same time, the beavers, like especially at that either dusk or dawn, either or, when it's bright enough to see but not bright enough to actually see.
Oh, somebody was asking about giving away a Metanium. No, head over to Jim Tackle Junkie's channel. I saw he was a Diostees, that Irish Asian. No, I'm pretty sure Jim still has a couple Metaniums. Or a Bantam, I think he got. Go check out Tackle Junkie and let him know I sent you. He's giving away some good reels. Tonight, though, I've got a full box of 6 cent stuff. I went over it before. I might go over it again real quick here in just a little bit. We're at an hour, probably 15 minutes. I'll do a giveaway. I'm just doing one big giveaway tonight. Somebody asked about changing spinnerbait blades. I am really bad at that. About the only thing I'll do is I've got some spinnerbaits that I like that have too big of a blade on it. If I like the profile and everything, I will change that. But I am not big into I'm dialing in the exact size. Like if I have a spinnerbait that I think is too big, usually I'll just grab, you can barely see it here, but I've got a number of different War Eagles here and they've got a little finesse one I like. So usually I'll just do something like that, change from a bigger to a more of a finesse one, but I am not dialing in the exact little blade with color. And but I do use colored blades, like a white opaque blade versus a gold versus a silver. I do switch between them, but I usually just switch out the spinnerbait. Any thoughts on Phoenix rods? I only have one. I think it's called the M1, if that's right. It's the swim bait rod. It's a sick rod. Otherwise, that's it. I've not used any other Phoenixes. Tin Horse Monty, I don't know if he's on. Usually he jumps in kind of toward the end, but I know, pretty sure he's a Phoenix. Is it a Phoenix or crap? Now I'm trying to think. It might not be Phoenix, but what's the one that Jason Christie uses? Falcon. No, I think he's a Falcon guy. Never mind. That just popped in my head. Disregard what I said. No, I'm not. I don't know about Phoenix rods. What else we got? Yeah, so Robbie said, great to see B-Hype putting that chatterbait to work. Yeah, fishing's already starting down the south. They're getting ready to get the pre-spawn spawn going up here, which always makes me sad when I see that in February. But yeah, that'll be up to watch. I still like MLF. I know they always get hate, for the catch limit stuff, but I think theirs are fun. I'll watch some of those when they're on. I'm not a diehard, but Northland Tackle Reed Runner Frog, Fish Lord says. I have not seen that one. The only Northland stuff I think I have is ice fishing stuff. Ecstasy is the orange rod. Yeah, that rod is sick. It's not real budget though.
What time are you at right now?
I'm going backwards. I'm at 8:22 now. It keeps switching me forward, so I'm just kind of running backwards, going from.
Jeez, I'm at 8:13 trying to catch up and do all that stuff.
let's see, snickering at Kirk Ferentz's genius offense. That would actually be Brian Ferentz, and he got an interesting contract change. I don't know what the hell they're doing, but he knows a 10,000 more. That's one thing I always chuckle at when people are like, "Oh, he should call this and he should be doing this. What an idiot!" I'm like, he knows 18 million times more about football than I do, so I just like watching the Hawks. The thing people forget about is college football is like 18, 19-year-old kids. Like, I'm old enough to be their dad, which sounds strange, but
813, Mr. Higgs says caught a 20-pound snapping turtle on a Pop X last year.
be kind.
Fought it
Please
for
rewind,
15
Dizzle.
minutes.
He fought a snapping turtle for 15 minutes?
A 20-pound snapping turtle for 15 minutes on 30-pound braid.
Damn.
Bent out both the hooks and destroyed both eyes on the bait. Still landed the turtle and released it safely. I don't know. If Debo wasn't there, I don't know what I would do if I caught a snapping turtle.
Yeah, a regular snapping turtle, not bad. I've been bitten by a regular snapping turtle. I'm not really afraid of them. I mean, they're sketchy, don't get me wrong, especially if they get big. But they're not going to mess you up like an alligator snapping turtle. The ones with the actual beak, like the pointy, those are the ones you want to watch out for. Yeah, that's no bueno. But an alligator snapping turtle can't turn around. So if you get your hand on the back of its shell behind its head, they can't turn around and bite you. You have to know the difference, though, because a regular snapping turtle can move its head like 180 degrees back and bite you. So you have to hold them like in the back by their legs. So make sure you know the difference between before you try to. Debo Irwin. Oh, he's pissed off now.
Crikey, I really pissed this one off.
Usama Khan, dude, I loved Steve Irwin. People talk crap about him and like make fun of him, but he was such a down to earth like OG man. Especially the one.
Wait, hold on, side tangent. You see his kid, his boy, Steve Jr., whatever his name is. He's like, full on grown up, like going ham at the same park. Yeah. And Bindy's running around doing Bindy stuff. And they're all about Crocs and Gators, and
that's awesome. For them, like, I remember crying when I watched like the documentary thing on it. I'm a sap now that I have daughters. But he was talking about, he's like, dude, there's nothing that matters in life when you're like all these things that you can own and all this stuff. Like nothing matters unless I can, do what I love, saving nature and passing this on to my kids. Like I remember crying. I'm like, God, he was such a nice guy. Anyway. Still thinking about Denali rods. Yeah, Randy and I talked about that one night. I don't own a Denali rod. I would like to try one.
Didn't we? Yeah. It was after live. We sat and we talked for a good amount of time just about the different options, and they have a bunch of different lines, don't they?
Yeah, we went through them. I would like to try one. I know. Oh, actually, so God, I don't even remember what the bait shop name is. Who sent that to me? I don't remember who sent it to me, but the bait shop, Indian Creek Lures here in Marion, is closing. He's selling his shop. Oh, somebody sent it to me. It was.
Is that by Indian Creek?
I don't know. It's over in Marion. I don't know what I would say it's by. It's in that little strip mall deal. But yeah, he's selling it, which sucks. He makes like custom rods, and I haven't been in there for a few years. I'm assuming he just kind of got overtaken by internet, Tack Warehouse, those type of things. It's probably hard to keep up in a smaller venue like ours, but which sucks. But yeah, Revo reels. I do have a new one. That was one I was saying I have. I want to get the Revo X, but I do have the new SX. So be on the lookout. That'll be a Berkeley unboxing. I like it.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. There's one, dude. I love the handles. The new handles they did, I freaking love.
What do they do?
You'll have to wait and see.
Oh.
Jackal revoltage rods. I don't know anything about Jackal rods. I've only got a few of their baits. Even I don't know a ton about Jackal stuff. Yeah. MLF is biggest 5 now. Isn't that only for the big bass or whatever, the bass tour thing? I think the regular series, like the Toyota Cup series and the General Tire, I think those are all still limit. But I did see on the biggest 5, though, they are still weighing and releasing right away. And then they keep an automatic cold tracker, which I think is really neat. So like you just go out and catch as many as you can. They automatically cull your big 5. I think that's sweet instead of carrying them around in the stupid live well. And I don't know. I'm all about saving the big fish and stuff. So I don't know. What do you guys think about it? That'll be an interesting. I'll scroll down here in a little bit and see. Also, Chris, we
real
need to
quick,
get together and fish this year too. So
I pulled up the Jackal Revoltage. They are pricey JDM rods.
oh yeah, I don't have any of those.
Like 220 plus. They look pretty sweet.
Let's see. I'm scrolling up now. I'm back up to the beaver talk. A lot of people don't like beavers. Booyah. Hey, Debo. When is Booyah limited edition crankbaits? I'm not sure what that means. I did release a video on their Lipless, which is cool. I like their custom paint shop, which is fun. Actually, I need to talk to somebody over there because I had a little bit of a guest hookup. So hopefully we'll have more to talk about that soon. But I have been missing in action for basically a month, and I probably won't be able to get them on now. So let's see. Do you always change? Ooh, Rich, good one. Do you always change factory crankbait hooks? So first part of that question, and then how often do you sharpen your hooks on each lure? So I am really bad at sharpening. I'm not even really bad. I don't sharpen. Hi, Stubby Dog. You want to say hi? I don't sharpen treble hook hooks. My single bait hooks, like a swim jig, chatterbait, spinnerbait, I do sharpen those, especially if you get if you bounce them into rocks or wood. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised how quickly you can dull those. I know you are such an attention hog. What, you're going to try to get up here? Treble hook baits, though, I do change out my trebles. Mustad triple grip is a good short shank round bend hook. Is awesome. Most crankbaits that have decently good hooks, I don't change them out on. Something like the Cotton Cordell Super Spot Lipless. Love those, but the hooks suck. So yeah, I just kind of judge it. But yeah, I don't mess around. If the hooks aren't good, I change them out, or I sharpen my single bait hooks. Let's see. 6 cents. Yes, there will be a 6 cents giveaway coming here soon. Bassless Chap. What else do we got? Debo. You don't always need to have a giveaway. We're just chilling. I know, Nick, but it's fun to give away. I've got more than I can use, and I'm happy to try to help out and make somebody else's day. It always makes my day when I get emails back. So I'll email people on the stuff, and then I'll get an email back saying, "Dude, I was so happy when I opened it," or "I can't believe you did this," So I think it's fun. I know I don't have to, but people don't have to become members. People don't have to send me stuff, and they do. So,
Nick, if you want to do a giveaway to me, I'll definitely accept it. Just kidding. Totally joking, brother.
This or that. Oh, this isn't even a question, Mike. Diabazillion versus Shimano. I don't care what Shimano it is. Diabazillion all day. If I could only fish one reel and money's not a problem, I would have a fleet of Diabazillions. They are by far my favorite, but price-wise,
that's way out of my price range to even come close to answering that.
They are, and don't let the tackle company hear this, but when I ordered that Zillion, they sent me 2 on accident, so I got 2 for the price of 1. That was not right when they first came out, but actually it was, because mine. I think that's why they messed up, because mine was on pre-order. So,
so you're the reason that it broke. What? You better give me one of those.
No, that's not happening. I'll share other stuff with you if you're not getting one of those.
Real quick.
Let's see. I skipped all the way ahead. So
838.
838.
What size snaps and split rings do you guys use on hard baits, if any? So this is actually a pretty good question. I know we've talked about. Even if it's on the the Strike King, Flashy Dog, whatever they are, where you need to put a ring up on the nose.
Oh, the Sexy Dog. Yeah. Why don't they put one? I don't know why the hell they don't.
Or any other rings. I don't know which size ring I should be looking for. What do I?
Yeah. So rings go in number size. So it's once you get to the aughts hook sizes, 1/0, 2/0, 3/0, they get bigger. Same thing for your split rings. 1, 2, 3, 4. Higher your number, higher your split ring. For most of the crankbaits that I do is going to be, and some companies, they'll differ in size a little bit. It's not the same diameter across. And you can also get different thickness, like wire thickness too. So you have to pay attention. But usually a 3 is my go-to for almost everything until you get onto bigger stuff. You need something a little bit heavier. But if you're looking at split rings, I would just get a 3. What was the other part of the question? What size snaps? I'm not a big snap guy. I have some P-line ones from a long time ago that came in on like a 20 pack, and that's what I've been using. The only thing I'll tell you about snaps is don't use like the cheap, crappy, and I know people use, and I'm sorry, I'm not trying to hate on you, but I have been out so many of those, and I'll show you here real quick. If you use them, again, I am not trying to talk down to you, but Stubby Dog, you are an absolute horse. A 60-pound lap dog here. What are they called? Eagle, what is it? Eagle Claw Snap.
So just because I'm using a, let's just say, just because I'm using a 1/0 hook doesn't mean I should be using a one size ring, right?
No, that has nothing to do with it. So
Okay.
like when I'm looking at, let me see if they show these. So this isn't going to show it great, but let me just show you guys real quick, and I'll give you my reason why.
Don't forget you should share.
Yep, I'm grabbing it right now.
Okay.
Okay. So these are, it doesn't show the back of it. Oh, Lord. But can you see it?
What happened? Was it me?
Am I not? Can you hear me? I'm good. Can you guys hear me? Man, why do we have so many issues tonight? What the hell is going on? Let me know if you guys can hear me before I explain all this. Bill Norman Snap Spro. Oh, yeah, I've got some of the Spros too, Andy. I like those. Okay, Fish can hear me, so it's you, Randy. Can you hear me now? No, okay, it's a Randy issue. Anyway, so on these snaps, so you see how this is just a straight line here? This piece, this brass, usually it's like a brass piece. This piece can slide, and also if you put enough tension on this and pull this like at this point, this will just pop out. So there's nothing like hooking it, holding it.
1 second.
So any of these where the snap is straight here, I recommend not using. So that's just me. Yeah, Spro. I do have some Spro ones, P-line that I use. I think that's about it. But that's what I look for in a snap. Get good ones because it's like tying a bad knot. It's the only connection to your lure. Yeah, we could see and hear him. He couldn't hear us, I think was the problem. So that's a Randy issue, not a me issue. Thank gosh my phone or my live has been better ever since I turned off the Citrix. We're almost up to the giveaway time too. 314 people watching. I appreciate the hell out of y'all. Can you hear us now, Randall?
Yeah, I have no idea what happened.
Crappy Kev got. I had you muted. I didn't want to hear you. Nothing was wrong.
Probably.
No, you couldn't hear us. Everybody could hear you. I could hear you and see you and everything. But hey, how about you get down, Lardo? Snaps are stupid, in my opinion. I wouldn't say they're stupid. I do like them for some things, but I would just rather tie directly.
I was just gonna say, like, I've seen you use snaps before in the past.
Yeah, there's some of them I have, and for topwater is actually a good one. I'll tie one on my topwater combo because some of them I don't want to accidentally have one where it doesn't have a split ring, and I personally don't like a what do you call it, a loop knot or whatever the round knot is you can use to give it more action. But yeah, I'm not a fan of that knot. So yeah, I use snaps some, but I don't use it for everything.
I don't get it. I'll just use a Palomar and blame it on Debo messing with my drag when I break off.
Oh my gosh. My drag. Let's see. Are you gonna tie crow? Okay, well, yeah, funny you should say that. Get me back into hating fishing again. But you're gonna post any ice fishing videos. I know the ice in Iowa was bad, Central Park. Yeah. So it's been up and down, up and down. I traveled to a spot that had safe ice, like people were driving out on it. I had I don't think I got any of it on camera, but I caught a 14-inch crappie, 13-inch, 13.5-inch. I think the biggest crappie I've ever caught. And then a couple bluegill, but I don't think I was recording that day. I didn't bring my underwater camera. Went out 2 more times, didn't catch anything to show. I mean, just a couple small ones. And then actually went up to where Dizzle lives, fished with old Greg, and just caught a few little ones. And I wasn't even recording. That's the last time I've been fishing because our weather has kept going up and down, up and down. And I just haven't messed with it. So no, probably won't be a single ice fishing video this year. So I'm going to focus next week on getting at least 3 videos out on my channel. So get ready. It's like going to be like Christmas. But a lot of
call it a
unboxings, a lot of
comeback.
gear stuff. I said I was going to focus on gear reviews, and I have been an absolute turd at getting those done. So got to get my butt back into going here. What else? Oops. 13. Has anybody used the 13 fishing scamp? Yes, I like that crankbait a lot, especially their regurgitated shad color. I know it sounds funny, but that. Oh, and Brendan, you said you were going to get me some of those 13 fishing eyes. You said you had hookups.
Oh yeah.
You haven't hooked me up with any of that. I think there's a bunch of talk going on here. If you're going to tease me with good eyes, brother, I'm holding you to it. Let me show you. So yes, Matthew, I do like those. Is Tackle Warehouse wasn't working? Hey, we're working now. Thanks, Tackle Warehouse.
So people keep saying me for president, vice president. Randall Pink Floyd just said Dizzle for scandalous senator. I'll take it.
Sounds like something Dizzle would be doing. Okay, is this working on froze? Oh, there we go. Screen's not froze.
Brandon said they'll get them sent out to you.
My man.
And he's offended. He also said that he's offended by your blasphemy and malice towards his good name.
Well, it's on recording, so
he didn't say that. I just added that in for extra flair and you know.
Oh, are these
clicks.
out yet? I do. This is another reel I want to try.
What's that?
Oh, still not out yet. This is the 13 fishing, the G-Man, the G2 reel. I want to try that.
Oh yeah. One. I actually saw the G-Man rods. At
really?
Today. Yeah.
I didn't know those were out.
God, what did they have? For heavy, they had either heavy at 6'7" or anything else was like a cranking rod below that. But they had them there.
Interesting.
I don't remember prices, but yeah.
I think they're 150. I think the reel and rod are both 150. Here it is. This color around here has been awesome. Topwater and this crank. I absolutely love that crank. And they come in a couple different sizes, the 1.5 and the 2.5. I think they're both 5-foot divers, if I remember right. Yeah. Oh, 1 to 3 and 3 to 5. So, yeah, I was fishing the larger one. I like that one. But yeah, man, if you're a shallow bank angler, that 1 to 3 foot, throw it on some like 15-pound mono, keep it like 1 foot diving depth. That is awesome. Because I know that's one big thing that people hate about, crankbaits is you can't fish them very deep. I also like the natty light color. Big favorite here in Iowa. The beverage and the color.
It's no bush latte, but still.
Yeah. Purple Nurple is also another good one. And they have, what's the other one I like? Oh, Truffle Butter, which I hate saying the name of it, but good color. Okay, so what else? That was enough for the third. Actually, let's go back and look. Did they have anything? I saw an ad for the 25% off. I haven't looked at anything. I'm going to zip through real quick.
Hey,
you can't go
is Gramps still on here?
I don't know. I'm not going to do that. I thought you could just scroll through all. I'm not going to waste it.
Real quick, if Gramps is still on here, it looks like he may still be. He just posted something a couple of minutes ago or a minute ago. You won't be able to answer this, but I do have to say American Legacy gripe I have is that I can't filter by left-handed retrieve reels. Every single time I go in there, I keep looking for options to filter. Man, I get so excited when I see these reels. I'm like, oh, I'm going to buy. Oh, the picture was backwards or from a different angle, and it looks like left-hand retrieve, but it's right-hand retrieve. Gramps, you have no control over that. I don't know why I brought that up. What's that over there?
Yeah, thanks for letting us know, Randy, that you fished stupid left-handed reels. Good story. I was trying to look up these, and I don't see these Tactical Anglers clips. I don't know. What's the company that makes those, Hammer? I looked up Tactical Anglers, and it doesn't show on Tackle Warehouse. Maybe they don't show them on there. But do snap change the action lure? Yes, good point. So they do add a little bit of weight. Sometimes they can change them that way. Like if you have a suspending jerkbait, it can be a little bit too much to make it sink. But the thing I like them for is they give you more movement in the lure. So, for example, the walking bait, I don't have one here to show you, and I don't know that I would even need to show you people because you are smart folks and can probably see it. Hi, Stubby Dog. Yeah, you were asleep there. Sorry, I hit you. You want to get down, you big moose?
Oh, Debo beats his dog. Breaking news.
There you go. Get out. Okay, so with the snap, so when you tie directly to the line tie, right, it's tied directly to it. It's kind of stiff there. Like you can tie a heavier line, it doesn't really move. So when you put a snap on it, that snap has just a little bit of movement there. It allows things to move freer. So especially on like a crankbait, people will use that. A jerk bait, anything that will give that lure more movement is one thing that it does add. So yeah, that's one thing I will say about a crank or about a snap is it's good for allowing that lure to have more movement. Well, there's somebody else. Tactical angler clips are handy for musky lures. I don't know what these are. I'm not a big snap guy. See, those are the kind of comments that I love. Thank you. You're amazing. I appreciate you fishing friends watching. Oh, let's get a giveaway going here. We are at 330 people, which is, again, freaking awesome. Let's do StreamYard.
Hey, Debo.
Giveaway. Yeah.
Question for you. We can cover it now, or I can talk to you about it later if you want. But there was what was that one rod that you got? The spinning rod, or not spinning, but the bait caster that you got recently, the super light one. Was it a Fenwick or G Loomis?
The Fenwick, yeah, that was a nice one. Yeah, is that the one you used? It would have been the Fenwick. I don't want to own a G Loomis. Probably the Fenwick.
It was one of yours, obviously. It was super light, and I was looking at rod stay, and I was going to call you, but I didn't. But because they had a bunch of Fenwick and G Loomis both at Shields.
Yeah, I like that Fenwick a lot. Hashtag.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Walmart found out you're on their internet, dude.
I'm
can you hear me now? No, you can't hear us. Okay. Anyway, hashtag 6 if you want to be entered for the 6 cents giveaway deal going on. I've got a big bag of stuff here. Let's see. There we go on that. I cannot hear you. Oh, no, I can't hear you. Me? No, hear you. All right. You back? Can you hear us?
Oh, my God, I'm back. Yes, I can hear you.
All right. Sorry. Hey, listen, I want to apologize to everybody for all the shenanigans in technology land that we've had tonight, but
I think we just forgot
330 people on, so people must just be desperate for some sort of live tonight.
Some Debo-ness.
Oh my God, Chris, I don't even want to talk about it, dude. I thought about that the other day, and I'm like, I don't even know what my last member's live was.
I gave up trying to remind him, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I apologize.
Yes, we are due for like a couple members' lives to get rolling here. So, Chris, thank you for holding me accountable. We do have a couple of those. So, hashtag 6 for a bag of 6 cents lures. I'll just go over them real quick now. I said we would for anybody that's in here still watching. I just want to go to this, not stop sharing. Okay, real quick again. I'm never going to get these back in. I had them in real nicely. Okay, so we've got a Snatch 70X threadfin shad, Divine swim jig, the purple white lavender shad, which I really like. The gill-colored Snatch lipless crankbait. 2 more lipless crankbaits. One's like a hot craw, and there's another that's a something gizzard shad deal. The Axis, so the metal-bladed chatterbait / square bill hybrid. I've got a couple more cranks in here. 2 flat sides, a craw, and a citrus shad for your cold water crank and shenanigans. They all fell. 3.8-inch sexified shad swim bait, and the last one before I dropped everything is one of the craws, Stroker Craw Oxblood 3.3-inch, awesome little Texas rig or jig trailer.
Hey, so that's real quick.
Yeah.
Stop, pause before you go any further. Debo would like to remind you that you must be present to win. Hopefully you live within the United States, or he'll provide you with some sort of, I guess, gift card or something along those lines for any area outside of the contiguous United States. Is that the right word?
Lower
Maybe?
48, I guess.
The
I don't know
lower
what
48.
what you would say. Yeah.
And like I said, be here to win. And if you do win, I should say, you're going to need to email him with a picture of your picture, a screenshot of your picture, something along those lines, to make sure it is who you say that you are, because people like, I don't know, Philip Cheek and
Brendan
who
fishing the
else?
southeast, try to
Brendan,
take
yeah.
advantage of my channel.
All
Yeah.
these guys try to take advantage of good old Debo over here and the kindness of his heart. And just kidding, guys. But seriously, all those things, if you could, just make sure that you're here, you're present, you're live, you're awake, hopefully.
Picture of what, Randy? Yeah, send a picture of your picture. Oh,
Gramps,
Randy.
Can I ban Gramps even though
Yeah,
he's
go ahead.
admin on
I'm fine
here?
with that. Yeah, he's been kind of a smart aleck tonight. We're gonna have
What?
to smack him around.
Gramps is a good guy.
I'm kidding. We love Gramps. And Gramps, make sure you hit me up about. I would love to do some veteran boxes. So this is a Baitman box. Yeah, I haven't talked to Baxter in forever either. We need to get him on again. I love talking baits with him.
Gramps just said, everyone emailed DEBO'S pics of trench shots.
Oh my God, Gramps, you are too much. Let's see. A bunch of hashtag 6s in there. What else do we have? Zillion. Hashtag Zillion. Pong Yang, love it. Nebraska internet. Yep, that's part of the issues here. If you're in Iowa, it wouldn't happen. What else? We're all just a bunch of neckbeard fishermen. Hey, I'm halfway shaved. My neck beard doesn't. I was gonna switch it up and I was gonna let everything grow out and then shave the upper beard and rock only neck beard, just for the heck of it. It looks like it's like a permanent turtleneck. What else? What else we got? Shenanigans. Yes, there's hashtag shenanigans tonight. We gotta have fun, y'all. Get your questions ready. What else y'all got for questions? Matthew said his first time streaming. Yeah, I know. You'd think I'd be better at this stuff by now, but I told y'all, don't get your hopes up. Let's see. Oh, Brendan, what size do I want in those dead face eyes? I would say probably 5s and 6s are the most common. So the 5 and 6 millimeter. Hashtag 6, lots of those. All right, I'm scrolling down. It's bajillions of hashtag 6 entrances. We've almost got 200. That may be one of the highest. Got that Abe Lincoln beard going. Arthur, how are you, brother? Hopefully you're well. Okay, what swim baits are you throwing on your new combo this year? I am not a good freaking swim bait guy. It'll probably be my painted stuff. Oh, and I better switch this before Randy gets all sassy and upset about it because he's halfway blocked there. Probably, yeah, my custom painted stuff. I don't really have any new ones. I am just not a good big swim bait. If we're talking like big glide baits, like 7-inch glide baits, 8-inch glide baits.
Did you see the Sixth Sense has new swim baits? I don't know if they're new swim baits or not, but they're bigger swim baits. I saw them at Shields today.
Usama Khan, I've only got the 6-inch mag draft, I think. I've thrown it a couple times. I've never caught anything on it. Greasy pizza or greasy burger? Oh, man. That's tough. I would say a good greasy burger, even though I'm honestly not a very big, I don't hardly ever eat hamburgers. But like that once in a while when I want one, I just want a dirty, greasy, sloppy, juicy burger. And it's like once in every 6 months I eat one. Pizza, like there's all kinds of pizza. I like even like not good pizza is good. I'm sorry.
I'll say I do not want greasy pizza. There's just something about it. Like everybody's going to hate me for this because I hate just plain pepperoni pizza. I would rather just never, ever have it, ever pizza in general, ever again in my entire life if it was just pepperoni because it's so greasy and so just disgusting. Sorry.
Canadian bacon versus ham. Yes. Dude, I love people. That's also another thing that makes me crack up. The number of people that are, let's roll this giveaway real quick, and then we'll take some more questions, go for another maybe 15. And I'm
Here we
calling.
go.
I got to get something to eat because I did not have supper. I'm hungry. Talking about beer and burgers and pizza and. Okay, so we are sharing, right? We are sharing. All right, I'm drawing. I'm going to give you one more chance if you want to enter. We're almost at 200. That's pretty damn awesome. All right, I gave you a chance. So I've got room for one person here on this giveaway. Who is
Don't
it
worry,
gonna
I'm in
be?
there. I'm in there. Come on.
Here, let me mute him real quick. So what we have here, fishing friends, is a muted Dizzle. Now let me tell you about this old dirty dog rigging these things. All right, I put you back in. You're out of timeout. You old. I don't even know what to say. Get out of here.
Run it again.
Run
God,
it
if it came
again.
up twice in a row, that would be amazing. I'm here.
Kirk.
Wait, Kirk, are you here?
Kirk Blackadog. Kirk.
Oh.
6.
Kirk, are you here? Please announce.
It's not rolling
chat.
back to you. It doesn't
Kirk,
matter if he's not here. We're
He is
rolling
here.
again if he's not, and it's not going
Kirk,
to you.
Kirk is here.
Rigged.
901.
Absolutely rigged. Josh, I haven't seen Joshua Simonson.
How is it
here.
rigged?
What do you mean? How is it rigged? You found a way to hack into my StreamYard. Oh, hey, look, I won. Yeah, like you didn't know that was going to happen. Okay, Kirk Blacker. Kirk, send me an email. I need you to please send me a screenshot of your YouTube so I know it's you. And then, of course, your information to send it to. So congratulations, Kirk. Congrats on 340 people in here watching. I absolutely love you guys. I've missed the lives. I've missed videos. I need to get my butt back on and going because I missed the fishing stuff. I'm energized. Okay, so what do we got for questions? Hit me with questions. We got like 15 minutes here, and then we are busting out. We're done. Dizzle getting giveaway tips from Joshua. Yeah, exactly, dude.
Oh, hey, the 6 cents reel or the 6 cents bait is a 6 cents trace slow sink swim bait. Holy stuff.
I've heard about I think the trace has been out before, right?
Just try to say 6 cents trace slow sink swim bait once in a row.
6 cents. Joshua Simons. Yeah, I can't say it. Okay, let's get some questions rolling. What do we got for questions, y'all? Hit me with the questions. Anything you've got. We can even go off the rails a little bit if you want. This or that. Okay, the chigger craw or rage craw. For sure, I am a rage craw guy. I'm not a fan of the chigger craw. Dizzle?
100% rage.
This or that. Black and blue or June bug. I am generally 9 out of 10 times a June bug or black and purple. However, black and blue is tried and true. Dizzle?
I would say black and blue. Had you said black and blue or Okeechobee, it'd be a different story, but black and blue.
Okay, this or that. Fall or spring fishing.
Ooh,
that's tough. I have more success, I think, in the fall. I'm not a very good bed fisherman, so like spawn. I'm not going to sit on a spot for an hour to try to catch one big fish. I'll try a little bit, but then Randy will come by and throw a jig once and catch it. I'm going to say
because
fall.
you don't want to try to fish for them like they need to be fished for. You can't. You're trying to shove a square peg into a round hole.
Oh, I'm sorry. What were you talking? Something? Okay. This or that. Making soft baits or making jigs. I would say jigs. I'm better at making jigs.
Fall and jigs, just because.
I was trying to cut you off so you couldn't talk because you're a bully. Soft plastics, you can definitely do a lot more with it, but I don't know. Jigs are fun because you get in that roll and then you can just pump out 100 of them and then go do stuff. Let's see. If you had to pick 2 subsurface hard bait color patterns for the rest of your life, what would they be? Ooh, I know I'm going to get hate on this. Hard bait. I know I'm going to get hate on this. I like sexy shad. All kinds of people now, for some reason, are saying sexy shad doesn't work, which I think is a Travis mockery. I would say sexy shad. I want to give it up a whole like funny color, but like probably an old school fire tiger for a bright color. If I wasn't throwing sexy shad, it'd be like a silver black back, just type of regular like shad type deal. But
Yeah, sexy shad for jeez, S's, man. Sexy shad, and then the fire tiger maybe. Fire tiger doesn't necessarily have that that chartreuse on the bottom, does it?
more
Or
of like a green, yeah, like a greenish
a
chartreuse. Some of
greener,
them will have
yeah,
like the bright yellow chartreuse, but it's more like a green chartreuse.
agreed. Yep.
Kyle Castaneda. I know it's Kale. But that was the joke. That's been an inside joke anyway. Can't wait for some gear reviews and open water fishing, brother. I cannot wait for open water fishing, and I've definitely got gear reviews. Like I said, I'm back rejuvenized and ready to talk fish and stuff. Any new spring lures? Do I have anything I'm excited to throw? I feel like there was. God, what the hell was it? Hellraiser's one because I didn't get to throw it last year and I found them. I don't know, Randy. Do we have any new lures we're excited to throw?
Slobber knocker. I got a couple of those.
I did throw that list last year. I liked it. Oh, yep, that's a good one. I still have that topwater popper of that one I didn't throw.
That'll be a good. I think this will be really good. As soon as water or ice goes out, it'll be a good spring bait.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there was. That's a good question. I'll have to do a video on that, or maybe a live. Maybe that's what we do next week for a live if we don't have a guest. New spring stuff. We can shop tackle warehouse and see what's new. Yeah, that's a good question. I like that. Dizzle, this is going on your permanent record. That was you winning the thing. Does Dizzle get to push you in the water for this? No, I will push him in the water for being a hacker, getting my StreamYard account. Let's see. These lives rock. Thank you, Wes. I appreciate that, my friend. Oh, Mini Trace is the new one. Yeah, I know the Trace sounded familiar, but apparently the Mini Trace, I don't know anything about.
So this is what size is this?
How bad are ugly sticks rods? Dude, the GX2 or whatever, that's like an indestructible rod, not sensitive. But I did get a new, that's another one that I got, was the new ugly stick carbon whatever. It's like the Matt Robertson special.
Hey, real fast. This came up, and I don't know if I just misheard him, but I was watching Punch's last video of the bento boxes. He did 2 of them back to back, and I'm almost certain that he brought up that he got a suspending lipless crankbait. Is that real?
Dude, I bought you. His probably wasn't IMA. It was some.
It was. I think it was IMA. I'm fairly certain.
I bought you multiple IMA lipless suspendings because
is that what they are?
Cool. I don't know. I bought you 4, and you've probably never thrown them. So
I'm pretty sure I have.
Thanks, man.
Just for whatever reason.
Thanks for appreciating the things I send you and buy for you. So that's nice. Appreciate that. Let's see, this or that. BFS or spinning combo. I don't buy into the BFS hype. I've tried it. Not a fan. Maybe if I had some amazing rig or something, but I got the Shimano SLX BFS with I think it's the Sierra Dobbins BFS rod.
No.
I don't get it. Spinning all day for me. Just a
9 o'clock. I don't know how to say the GEAUX fish. Said that he saw a dude fishing an A rig with 5 jackhammer trailers. Is that real? Did I miss something?
Probably. Sounds like.
Could you imagine what that would feel like?
Holy cow. No, I can't. Ooh, this or that. Beaver or craw? That's a toughie.
Craw.
I would say most of the time, if I had to choose, like if I was forced to choose, I would say craw. But dude, there's something about just flipping a beaver bait around fine wood, pitch to wood, or especially on the back of like a finesse jig. I love that little 3-inch little beaver from Reaction Innovations, or like a Missile Baits mini D-bomb. One of those right here. If you want one that happens to be in a DEBO'S special color. Wish Monster Bass would do that again. That was cool. Thanks, Monster Bass, for allowing me to.
Yeah, I still got my pack unopened, unused.
Oh, just like those lipless crankbaits. Popper or buzzbait?
Does anybody want to buy a pack of DEBO D-bombs? Mini D-bombs?
Gosh, that's another hard one, dude. I would say Popper. I'm going popper.
I like poppers more just because I'm
Oh,
not as used to them. And for me, when I throw them, they're usually, you run into trouble if you let anything sink too much.
yeah, I'm changing it. I'm going buzzbait, but not the skirted, the one with the frog on the back. I'm changing. I
Oh,
can change. I like the frog buzzbaits. Those were a good one last year. Let's see. Ploppers, people talking about lures, this or that. Lose BB1 Pro versus Tatula SV. I have not fished the new one. Talk about being a tackle junkie that is kind of embarrassing. I got that new BB1 Pro last year. Didn't even fish it. Feels good. Nothing against it. I just never got it out. And I do have a couple Tatula SVs. I would probably say the SV. I like the feel of the Tatulas. I'm kind of a Tatula fanboy, I guess now I'm becoming, but yeah, I still love lose. LFS lose is probably still my favorite budget / $100-ish reel. This or that, raising daughters or sons, don't know. And now we cannot have any more children, so 2 daughters
play
for
the
me.
funeral
I
march
love
song
them.
again.
Chiefs or Eagles, don't care. Don't watch NFL. Don't care
I'm
about the
just gonna
Super Bowl.
say Chefs because that was my brother's favorite team. So
Oh, okay. This or that, Huskers or Cyclones. Oh my God. Neither not an opinion, sir. Well, Clint, the fun thing about this is it's my live and I choose neither because they're both stinky red teams. So, whoops, I don't need to have that on. There we go. Okay, let's do a couple more. Quick round robin, and then we're getting out. Couple more rapid fire. What do we got?
I'm
This
looking. I'm catching up.
banning Randy for hacking the giveaway, or catching pike on a frog. Oh, both of those would be fun. I would say I need Randy to help me out with stuff here. He actually is, as much as he's a bully, he does help me out a lot in the lives. Doing a live solo is really hard. I can't keep track of everything, and talking the whole time is. So I will say catching pike on a frog because that's fun.
As long as DEBO'S providing the frogs.
Ooh, I didn't know this. Critical Gravy. What's going
Oh,
on with the Omnia bargain bin? Huge selection. Is the fishing market overstocked? That's a good question. So, gosh, that would be another fun one if we could get somebody from the industry on. Fishing. So fishing licenses alone, I think in Iowa went up like 40. I want to say 40% through the whole COVID thing, like 2020. So 45% more than people had done before. Almost half as much extra from, I don't know if it was the previous year or a couple years, whatever. Huge boom. So industries, I know from talking to a couple people in the industry, there were fishing companies that were like 250% up over previous year, like for profit, which is insane. Like we're talking over double what they've done like in years past in like 2020, 2021. As it started coming down that curve, like through 2022, it was like a sharp decline, like back to, if not less than what they were back to pre-COVID. So that would be a fun one to get into. I don't know necessarily that they're overstocked. I think just a lot of people have dialed back. I mean, stuff is expensive. That's why I've stopped buying as much, tackle stuff. I don't know.
it's
I don't
really
know the
really
answer,
hard to
but
say. There's a lot of good companies out there making a lot of good options, and you have to decide: are you going to be a homer and stick to what you've liked, or are you going to be somebody that's going to expand and reach out, or are you going to be the third person that already has too much stuff to begin with and you don't want to or need to go out and buy anything?
yeah, I don't know. That would be interesting to dive into that. I know that would probably kind of be boring, but that'd be fun. Cracking bass, bluegill, perch, or baby bass. If I'm picking one, that's tough. So I will definitely say it's between the first two. I will say, admittedly, I don't throw baby bass patterns hardly at all, ever, really. I'll say bluegill is usually my go-to.
Yeah, I would agree. I have, for whatever reason, I have a ton of baby bass lures.
Mm.
I have no idea why. I don't know as if I've ever really had a whole lot of experience or luck with any of them, but
Homemade B's and G's, dude. I love both of those. You know what I actually love that I was disappointed? So when we had Thanksgiving, and we have a ham, of course, and then I save like the bone with meat on it, freeze it. I gave it to Dad because he told me he was going to make ham and beans, which is like the thick stuff with like navy beans and ham in it. put ketchup on it, dude, it is freaking amazing. But he ended up making ham and bean like vegetable soup. It was amazing, but it wasn't my ham and beans. So yeah, if you never had ham and beans with ketchup on it, dude, it's so good with some cornbread. Anyway, I love both of those, but I'm going with B's and G's. Favorite breakfast.
I would
Buffalo
take
chicken
B's and
dip is good
G's.
as hell. You're going B's and G's too? Okay.
I would in that case with those options, yes.
Yeah, I think Randy and I are completely opposite here. Generally, I'm a flipping Texas rig most of the time. Randy's usually flipping a jig.
Jig, yeah. God, I
Ooh,
saw
that's
one.
another good crankbait color. I forgot about that, Michael. I didn't forget about it, but that didn't even. Yeah, chartreuse blackback. Yeah, good point. I do kind of feel like a dummy for not saying that one. Check your Walmart. Dude, I haven't been inside a Walmart for I don't know how long. My wife just does like pickup groceries now. But yeah, Walmart has tons. That's why I always like chuckled at the Walmart challenge. Can I catch fish on these Walmart? Newsflash, they're the same lures that are at other places. Walmart just sells them. So I always kind of chuckle at those. But yeah, Walmart has been a staple. You used to be able to get the cotton cord up the spots for like $1 or $1.99. Mini Max. Ooh, that is one I want to throw more. I threw it like a couple times last year. That is one I would definitely want to throw more. Any new line we're trying? No.
Has there been any real new lines that have come out?
I don't think so.
I mean, if anything, like new to us or new to me, I'm using more of the what is it? The Assassin.
Yep.
Yeah, the Assassin and the Stealth. I think I picked up some Stealth recently.
I like Sunline. They make really good line too.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite. So I'm not a Super Bowl guy. Like I never really went to parties and watched those. But if we're talking like favorite party snack, or
you're gonna go lame, I think. I think yours is gonna be lame.
What? How do you even know what the hell I'm going to say? What are you?
It's going to be.
What's your guess? I'll give you 2 guesses. What are your 2 guesses that I would say?
It's either some sort of dip or it's like a little smoky. Not saying that those are bad either way, but it's kind of they're basic.
What's yours? Hashtag not basic dizzle. What is yours? Fancy pants.
I don't even know. I would probably have to go. Have you ever had a bacon wrapped water chestnut?
I have. I've also had bacon wrapped smoked dates. So Brady, have you met Brady?
What?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just trying to.
I don't know if you've met Brady.
Understand the concept of a bacon wrapped date.
So Brady is another good fishing friend. We haven't fished for a couple years, but he owns a restaurant here. Go check out Basta if you're in Iowa City, folks. Support him. But he, God, it was I don't know, it was a Christmas party, Michelle's work Christmas party, my wife's work Christmas party, and he brought maple bacon wrapped smoked dates, and I could have showered myself in them and ate them for the entire night, and whatever the hell the sauce was on them. Of course, he's a chef, like head trained, like has traveled, and just a downright good dude. So we all need to get together and fish too. He's a good cat. My snack though would be, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't get super fancy. I'm not hashtag not basic like Randy. I don't need fancy stuff. I guess I'm a Midwest guy, Randall.
I don't need fancy. I just like flavors.
You just said.
I mean, if you're gonna pull out a little smoky, oh my god! Hey, this or that.
You'll pull out a little smoky.
A Bayou burner at 9:12. This or that. Stone Sour or Slipknot.
Oh, Slipknot for sure. Not even close.
Yeah, I do like a handful of Stone Sour songs, but Slipknot for sure.
Yeah, I'm still back on the snack. I'm really hungry right now, and I don't even know what I would choose.
Okay,
I do like dips. What's wrong with dips?
Nothing
How
wrong
can
with
you go
dips.
wrong with dips?
Nothing
sauce,
wrong with dips.
For me, the biggest thing, and I've always said this, if I ever owned a restaurant, it would be centered around sauces because I'm a huge sauce guy. I barely eat anything without some sort of like sauce with it.
What about let me ask you, do you like the pickle roll things? So the what's it, corn
pickle wraps?
Yeah, like meat, cream cheese,
ham,
pickle.
Cream cheese, yep.
You ever have that dip?
I have, yep.
That dip's money.
That dip is money. Yep.
There's a beer cheese dip, which is like shredded cheese,
That sounds
beer,
delicious.
and cream cheese, sour cream. I don't remember what the other part of it is. That's delicious.
All right. Well, dude, I can't believe how many questions.
I'm so hungry.
Stuff.
I'm like once this
dude,
is
I am
done,
too.
I got homemade mac and cheese ready to go in the oven, homemade baked beans ready to go in the oven, and some chicken to grill.
Oh my
and
gosh,
some steak
that sounds
skewers.
delicious. All right. Well, on that note, I don't have any more questions. We've got you guys absolutely put down questions in here. We're getting out of here. Again, thank you all. We've still got 275 people watching. I absolutely love you guys and gals. We'll be back next Saturday. Look out for 3 videos next week. I'm holding myself to it. If I don't get these all sent out, I am giving away all of my fishing stuff except rods because they're too expensive to fish. I'll just leave them somewhere and people can go get them.
Hold on. You're not doing that. Shut up. Chris Russ, 920, last this or that. Deftones or Korn?
Oh, Korn for sure. Korn, favorite band of all time. I don't care what people say.
Totally 100% for sure. Deftones. See you later.
Metallica though is up there. They're a top 5 for me.
Metallica is going to beat out Megadeth also.
Ozzy's up there for me as well.
Deftones,
yeah, Korn's my all-time favorite.
Chino,
people can hate on them all you want. I don't care. Sorry. All right. So anyway, love y'all. We're getting out of here. Next Saturday we'll be back. Stay safe. Have fun. Stubby is all sorts of pissed that I'm not loving him. You're needy.
Stubby's a good boy.
Stubby's like, I don't want to go find that pin.